So last night, among many, this is just one. So from the promo that I wrote, that I did, saying, look, the Chiefs are just good, deal with it. And again, you watched the show, so you know yesterday what I did. And by the end of it, everyone was saying enough on the Chiefs. Totally get it. So among many, and I'm not calling this guy out, I'm just saying I got a lot of these yesterday, so I just pulled one out and used this as an example. And he says in fine English, are we watched the same game? So I think I'm taking that as he's saying, are we watching or did we watch the same game? Are we watched the same game? I understand I'm not the greatest when it comes to English either. So I get it. You're saying, did we watch the same game? And what people do in a really short way, and here's another one, and this was not sent to me. It's just this was pretty typical, and you probably saw the same things on social media. ML Football says the Chiefs were in the neutral zone on the fourth down play. No call from the refs. The refs then also ruled the Bills short on the play and set up Kansas City for an easy touchdown. This is absurd. Wild. So it was all about to the low-hanging fruit, which I love saying that term, low-hanging fruit, which means it's easy. It's easy to complain and complain about officials and blame them. It's easy to complain about a quarterback because it's obvious. It's easy to complain about a specific play that's played over and over, and the media tells you that was the play of the game, which is the fourth down play in which Buffalo didn't get it. Maybe they should have got it. There's overhead views. I completely understand that. But as I tell you, in every single sport, rarely are the officials to blame. And in an NFL game, there's, 120, 130, 140 plays. And specifically to point out one is generally, and I'm going to say 95, 98, 99% of the time, inaccurate. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play some first half highlights for you, and I'm going to go through them quickly. But I'm only going to go to the last two plays of the second half. So we're not going to go over the whole game, but nobody talks about this because it's low hanging fruit. It's officials, it's quarterbacks, it's obvious, it's fourth down plays. And everybody thinks that the officials are in the pocket of the Chiefs. Now, just from a logical standpoint, before I play this, what would be the logic behind being in the Chiefs pocket? It's not LA. It's not New York. It's not Chicago. It's not San Francisco. Those are the four largest media markets in the country. New York's 1, LA's 2, Chicago's 3, San Francisco's 4. So if you really looked at it, Kansas City's not a major market. Now, they do have Patrick Mahomes. They do get good numbers when they're on because they win. But there's real no financial advantage to the NFL to make Kansas City this juggernaut. There's just not. And if anybody wanted to stop it, they would have taken Patrick Mahomes before Kansas City moved up 17 spots to take him. The Niners could have had him at number 2. The Niners could have had him at number 3. The Bears took a quarterback at number 2, the third largest media market in the country. That would have been nice for the NFL if Mitch Trubisky wasn't the quarterback of the Bears at that point. It was actually Patrick Mahomes. Lots of teams could have taken him, they didn't. And he's the difference between winning and losing. Andy Reid's a damn good coach. Like, we don't want to take those things into equation. So let's do this. All right, now my 10 minutes start. We're 15 minutes into the show. So let's start here. This is the Bills' first possession of the game. There's no score. Bills' first possession of the game. Now let me explain it. Here you go. Josh Allen is here on a second down, and he's going to throw the ball to the right. And Brian Cook, number 6, the safety back there, should intercept this ball. Right to him. Get the ball in Bills territory. So the Bills should take advantage of that. Dropped interception. Let's see what we do. Let's take advantage. Good teams do that. Scrambles out, throws it, third down, almost another interception. So Buffalo right out of the gate, a good team probably takes advantage of the missed interception, and they don't. And then he says, okay, let me throw another one, another dropped interception. So first and foremost, on their first possession of the game, Buffalo gets extremely lucky in that there are two balls that should have been intercepted by probably a nervous Josh Allen on the first possession of the AFC Championship game, and neither ball gets intercepted. Neither ball gets intercepted, despite the fact that Cook should have had it, and that would have been in Buffalo territory. And then down the right sideline, there's 2 men in coverage, and either of those guys should have had the interception, and Kansas City really should have the ball in Buffalo territory, but they get lucky. All right, I move on. And this is why, remember yesterday when I kept saying fans don't want to blame their own players because they have their jerseys? Well, the ultimate player that you don't want to blame, ultimate player, number 1 in the NFL, number 1 is who? Damar Hamlin. Love for Damar. Damar Hamlin died on the field, came back. You don't want to rip Damar Hamlin. What are you, crazy? You're going to rip Damar Hamlin. Damar Hamlin had a horrendous game. Damar Hamlin's not a starting safety in the NFL. The story is amazing, and I'm sorry that I have to be the bad guy here. But again and again and again, and these are just first half highlights, Damar Hamlin, the safety, number 3, who we all love, died on the field, came back to life. And Greg Rousseau, their left defensive end, right defensive end, left defensive end, gets sucked in constantly by Patrick Mahomes, and he has a horrible game. So let's not blame Damar Hamlin because he died on the field, and we've got to blame officials. So remember yesterday I said people hate blaming their own players because they have a jersey. Well, the ultimate guy you don't want to hate on is Damar Hamlin. So let's look at Kansas City's first possession. No score, right? First drive, first quarter. Watch this play. Third play of their offensive series. Watch 3. Miss this tackle. Whoop! See ya. There's another 20 yards. So don't blame Damar Hamlin because people are going to get mad if you blame Damar Hamlin. Now watch this next play. All right? I'm sorry that I have to do this, but I just want to tell you. Damar Hamlin, whoop! See ya. Another, 10, 12 yards? Can't blame Damar Hamlin because people are going to get mad, so it's got to be about the officials, right? It can't be Damar Hamlin. Now, they go away from Hamlin on this play. They're going to go left on your screen, not right. There's Hamlin right there, but Hamlin's going to get picked on a lot more. So right there, missed tackle, push-ups in the end zone. So there's 3 missed tackles on that play. Nothing to do with the officials. Damar Hamlin misses 2 tackles. They missed 3 on the way to the end zone. So 5 missed tackles in the last 3 plays, and we have push-ups in the end zone, and it's 7-0 Kansas City. Kansas City executed fine on that drive, but it's not like Kansas City went crazy. They had 2 linebackers. Ball goes over the linebacker. Hamlin's got to make that tackle. They get an extra 25 yards. Next play, they go right. Hamlin misses that tackle. Then they go left, and they miss 3 tackles. So, again, not on the officials. Bad defense by Buffalo. So, Buffalo has had, in the first 2 possessions of the game, Allen could have thrown 2 interceptions. They have 5 missed tackles just on the 3 plays that I showed you, and it's 7-0 Kansas City. Sorry, but I'm just trying to say, let's get a little bit educated and not be so simple. Okay, Buffalo's second possession. They get a first down right here. They do that play that they didn't get on the 4th down late in the game, which we'll go to in a minute. So it's first down Buffalo. Remember, they lost this game by 3. So they get 5 yards on first down. They're in Kansas City territory. They're at the 35-yard line, all right? Now this is second down. After the 5-yard gain on first down, it's 2nd and 5. A fumbled snap. Bummer. Lose 4 yards. So now you're back at the 39. Then it's 3rd down, and you get those yards that you would have needed if you hadn't dropped the snap. So instead of going for a touchdown drive, Buffalo has to kick a field goal. Nothing to do with officials. 5 yards on first down. Drop the snap on second down. Get the yardage that you would have needed for the first down, but you drop the ball on second down. So instead of a touchdown drive, that's a field goal. That's minus 4 points. Nothing to do with the officials. Nothing to do with the officials. I'm going to keep going. I don't know if you're getting mad. 10-7 Buffalo. 3rd and 4 Kansas City. Nope. Can't stop them on 3rd down. 3rd and 4. Just an in-and-out route. Goes in, goes out. Worthy. 3rd down. Then you go here. Next exact play. Who's that chasing him? Hamlin. Hamlin gets stuck on the inside against Worthy. The safety against the receiver. That's terrible defensive calling. You don't want Worthy, who's super fast, against Hamlin. Sorry, Hamlin, we're picking on you, but it's got to be about the officials, can't be about you. So, again, you had a 3rd down situation there, 3rd and 4, could have stopped them. Worthy goes in and out. The exact next play, Hamlin, and that's a bad defensive coordinator call, gets stuck on, and that's Andy Reid too. That's great offense, really is what it is, because he puts him in motion, gets him on the safety, which is Hamlin, who can't cover tight ends or running backs, let alone a Worthy type of receiver, and they get a touchdown on the play. So, again, I'm not picking on Hamlin. It's just a fact. He's not a starting safety in the league, so you give up a touchdown there, and you had an opportunity to stop them for a field goal, and you couldn't stop them on 3rd down. This is just the first half. Now it's 14-10 Kansas City. This is a really important possession. Open, watch 86, cross in the middle. Open, too late, too soft, bad throw. Okay, that's first down. Josh Allen, bad throw. Had all the time in the world. All the time in the world here. All the time. Bad throw, 2nd down. All the time in the world. 3rd down, watch the left tackle get absolutely used. See ya. Again, he has to move out of the pocket, bad throw, and it's 4th down. So, again, I want to play this one more time for you because now it's a punt, and this is where the game gets really interesting and everyone gets real mad. But let me play this one more time and why it's important. 14-10, 4:13 left. Allen's got all the time in the world. Kincaid's open. Now he's not open. It's thrown late and behind. Should have been a first down past the marker. Right here, no pressure whatsoever, bad throw. There's no one out there. That's a first down Buffalo. If he just gets the ball up, then Dawkins, the left tackle, gets used on 3rd down, and now 3 and out. Why is that important? Glad you asked. So you go to the next possession because you see the punter there. So let me move it here. This is where everybody in Buffalo gets pissed off at the officials because this is going to be the punt return in which people say there was a block in the back. And this is the possession where Kansas City either did or did not make a catch. All right, so let's move this. Here's the punt right after that possession that I just showed you that Buffalo should have gotten at least one first down. Now, are there blocks in the back here? Questionable. There's a push there that's possible. There's another push there that's possible. Not egregious, though. Not egregious. The officials are not out to get the Bills. Not egregious. Special teams let them down. You get the ball at the 34-yard line. So, again, you're looking here at a third down situation. All right? Or no, excuse me. I think this is a second down. Second down, 𝐽𝐿 with a rare drop. So you get a break from the Chiefs. It's third down. Third down, you can make a stop. Force them for a field goal. Get a stop. Rousseau gets inside. This is the throw. Did he catch it or not? Well, if you're a conspiracy theorist, they actually went back to the booth and they said it was a catch. But watch this. Now, this is your third down. You can keep him out of the end zone. Rousseau, the end, we've seen this a million times for the 49ers, gets sucked inside. Okay, sorry. Okay, wait a minute. That's first down. This is second down. There's second down. Okay, now it's going to be third down. You can hold them to a field goal. You lost by 3. This is a 4-point swing. Third down. Rousseau, the corner, gets sucked in. Hamlin, the safety, is too late. Watch the end. Gets sucked in, gets blocked by running back, and then Hamlin decides, I don't know what I'm going to do, and he's too late to the end zone. So that's what happened there, and that's a 4-point swing. So you stop him on first down, you stop him on second down. On third down, Rousseau gets sucked in too much, the defensive end, gets blocked by Hunt, the running back, which should never happen, and then Hamlin's indecisive and doesn't go and get Mahomes. And so instead of a field goal right there that you could hold him to on third down, a 4-point swing in a game you lost by 3, the Bills give up a touchdown there. And that's another 4-point swing and another third down conversion. I'm sorry. All right, so right before the half, this is awesome. Look at this catch by Mac Hollins. Boom, nice. 21-16, you're happy. They make the extra point. 21-16, make the extra point, 21-17. But there's a penalty on the Chiefs, so Buffalo decides to go for 2 with the play they always run, and they don't get it. So instead of at least 21-17, they literally took a point off the board. So instead of 21-17 for sure, and possibly 21-18, if they have any kind of an offensive coordinator, Joe Brady, who's supposed to be up for all these jobs and be brilliant, let's run the play. We've already run twice, and they're going to run in the fourth quarter, and you think Kansas City doesn't know it's coming from the 1-yard line? So the ball was put at the 1 because of the penalty on Kansas City. They took a point off the board. Literally, they had just made the extra point. They took a point off the board, and then they run a play that they always stink and run. And they're not the Eagles on that run. It's not the tush push. It doesn't work every time. And so they don't have any innovation offensively, not on the referees, on the Bills. And they don't get the 2 points in a game they lost by 3. And they certainly don't get 1 in a game they lost by 3. So that's right before the half, and it's 21-16. Okay, we're almost done. I promise. Only 2 more videos. Let's go to the second half. So I really wanted to stop there. Let's take a break real quick. I really wanted to stop there. And the reason I did want to stop was to just say, look, I just wanted to go through a bunch of innocuous plays that nobody really is talking about. Because everybody, it's easy. Did he catch the ball or not? Was there a block in the back of the punt return or not? If so, it would have been minor. And it happens all the time. And you watch the game, so everybody freaks out. And the fourth down play, and the officials are out to get him. In that first half, what I just showed you was a bunch of opportunities for the Bills to make plays, which teams who win, as I said yesterday, do. Steph Curry would make those plays. Joe Montana would make those plays. We'd jump up and down. We were really happy. But when Kansas City makes them, there's a conspiracy theory. When Kansas City makes them, the officials are against them. And as I told you at the beginning of all this, who just joined the show, I'm not a Chiefs fan. I sat in those booths and watched them celebrate in Miami. I sat in the booth doing postgame and watched them celebrate in Vegas last year, less than a year ago. Not enjoyable. In fact, quite the opposite of enjoyable. But what I'm trying to bring to you is more than, and this is why I brought it up, because the guy says to me yesterday, and many did, are we watched the same game? Are we watched the same game? Which, again, I'm going to say that he meant to say, are we watching the same game? And I thought to myself, yeah, I've watched it quite a bit, and I'm kind of a professional at this. So, yeah, are we watched the same game? So, okay, so that's where we are. Last two, I promise you, and then you can rip me to shreds in this whole thing. But again, I'm trying to educate, and I'm also trying to illustrate the fact that I'm going to bring you, whether we like it or not, I'm going to bring you what is ultimately happening, and not just 2 or 3 plays and bitch and moan and say the Zebras are costing them, even though that's not really the case. So then let's go to, this is the 4th down play. Now, this is all 22 film, and I want to show you to you from 2 different angles. Now, maybe, again, you don't care about the Bills whatsoever, but this is the first angle. We all know this. Throws it. 𝐾𝐨𝐬 should have caught it. Kittle catches it. Kelce catches it. But this is the important part. This is the important angle. Watch from the left side, number 10, Shakur. He's going to go into your screen, out of your screen, and he's wide open on the left side. Nobody picks him up. Nobody picks him up. So Allen has to go right. 𝐾𝐨𝐬 drops the ball. I'm going to play this one more time for you because actually the first angle is the better angle to watch Shakur, number 10. He's wide stinking open. See 10? See 10 right there. Boom, 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 boom. Right on the 40. He's wide open. And if Allen can see him, they convert that, and he probably gets 20 yards out on the left side. Not where the ball goes, but the left side. But the reason why Allen is scrambling, because there's a blitz. They're not showing it. And Spagnuolo brings it, and now he's forced to make a play. So who is that on? Okay, throw out that he drops the ball. Throw out that he misses Shakur, number 10. Throw it all out. All right, you've seen it enough. You don't want to see it again. I understand. But what happens there, let's throw the players out, and let's look at just play calling. Let's look at coordinators. What is we know this, you know this. What's Steve Spagnuolo going to do on a play like that, the Kansas City defensive coordinator? What did he do to the 49ers in the Super Bowl? What does he do pretty much to every team that they play against in key situations? He blitzes. So Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator of the Buffalo Bills, has got to know a blitz is coming, and he's got to call a play in which his guy knows. And Josh Allen's got to know that the blitz is coming. So he goes right, even though the 2 players are open on the play, are Shakur 10 and Johnson, the running back, running a quick, like a dart to the sideline. So those 2 guys are open, but unfortunately they're going left. So they're out coached on that play too, because they're out leveraged, because Spagnuolo is not showing the blitz, but I don't care what Spagnuolo is showing because I know he's going to blitz in key situations. So if I'm Joe Brady, I have got to have a blitz beater on that play. And Allen goes right, which is his fault because he's trying to get away from the blitz. He has no other choice. His beaters are on the left. He goes to the right, and then 𝐾𝐨𝐬 drops it. So they got beat in a coaching sense. They didn't have the right play called. Allen went to the right, which was a mistake because his beaters are to the left, and 𝐾𝐨𝐬 drops the ball. No officials, nothing to do with officiating. That was it. That was the play. That's what everybody wants to talk about, but none of the people that are saying referees and conspiracy theorists are breaking down that play, saying a lot went wrong and Kansas City did a lot right. Final one, and then you can go off on me and call me a Chiefs homer, which I am not. But this is the final. Okay, so Buffalo screws that up, and they got one chance. If their defense can hold, and they're only down a field goal, maybe, just maybe, they can get the ball back, right? So here's Kansas City's last possession. All right, they get stopped right there. Good. 2nd down. You're in good shape. But instead of running, they get fooled, and they get a 1st down. They had already used the timeout. So now they don't have enough timeouts left. There's 2. So Kansas City fools them on that play. Now it's 1st down. Stop. Good job. 1st down, stop, timeout. 2nd down, stop, timeout. So now this is 3rd down. If you make this play, Buffalo, you get one last chance. They overload the left side, and then Perine 34 goes behind that. Great play call because it clears that whole area out. See ya, 1st down. Now I'm going to show it from the other way. 43 gets stuck in the muck in the middle. Great play design here. Watch 43 in the middle. See in the middle of your screen, 43 at linebacker. All those players going to the left, and he's going to have to try to get through all that traffic to get to 34. He can't do it. And that's not an illegal pick, and that's a 1st down, and the game's over. So is that on the officials? Because Andy Reid had a great play design where 43 couldn't get through the muck on the play that they had to have on 3rd down. They had to have that play. They had to. And 43 couldn't get through the muck, and it really wasn't his fault. It was a great play design. They had put all those players out to the right, so that they knew that the play was going to be Perine out of the backfield after 3 guys cleared it out, and 43 wasn't going to be able to get through the muck. So they get a 3rd down conversion, and any chance Buffalo has to win that game is over. So I'm not a Kansas City homer. It's just one guy, well, a lot of guys, But one guy said, are we watched the same game? So 405 or 404 underscore pumpkin patch, what I would say is, are we watched the same game? I would ask you back the same thing, because basically I'm sure you think officials, fourth down, punt return, blocking backs, and that ball wasn't a catch. I get it. So you have a problem with, I don't know, 3 calls, 3 plays. And I just showed probably 30 that Buffalo had opportunities with, whether it was Kansas City drops an interception, then you almost throw another one, or you miss an extra point, or you can't get a third down stop, or they get a touchdown when on third down you could have stopped them, or Hamlin gets beat 4 or 5 times, or Rousseau gets sucked in, when all week long, because I know this from a 49ers perspective, when they play Mahomes, it is constantly about along the defensive line. Yeah, they want to get to him, but there's mush rush. There are certain situations in which you know he's going to run the football. He's going to get outside of the ends. You have got to stay wider. You have got to set an edge. You cannot let him get outside of you. All those different things. And I didn't even show you the plays in which Mahomes scrambled 2 or 3 times in the field of play, especially on a 4th and 1, in which along the right side they called the exact play that they called in the Super Bowl against the 49ers on the 4th and 1 going right, and Mahomes ran it. And if the 49ers get that stop, they win. They ran the exact play on a 4th and 1 against Buffalo, and Buffalo couldn't stop it either. And another play that they would have, if they would have made the play, they could have won the game in a game that they lost 32-29. So if any third down changes, if maybe they get that 1 point and decide, you know what, 21-17 is fine at the half. If Joe Brady decides, you know what, we run that Josh Allen 4th down play constantly. They ran it 4 times in the game. And the final time it gets stopped and everyone's complaining. Well, maybe if you had done a variation off it like Philly does sometimes when they do the tush push, but they don't. And I can think of one off the top of my head where they scored a touchdown where they gave it to Gainwell and everybody dove over the top, and Gainwell, 14 for the Eagles, walked into the end zone around the left corner. Like something innovative where you could say, you know what, we're in the AFC championship game. We never beat these guys. Let's do something different. They ran the play 4 times. They got stopped on a 4th down, and it got stopped on a 2-point conversion. Would you think maybe on that 4th down you might do a variation of that play, which you probably have in your playbook? All right, I'm done. That's it. I know. We went, how long did we go? 15 minutes maybe? It's 34 minutes into the show. And I'm sorry. I'm truly, truly, truly sorry that I had to do that. But I think it's for the long-term good of the show to say we are not going to just sit here with the sheep and say, because it's the officials.